Greetings, everyone. Carla again, it's me. Carla Cargle and the Financial Truth with Carla Cargle. And kind of to put a little fun in this, I was talking to my brother the other day, and I have two brothers, and I was talking to one of my brothers, and we were just discussing different topics and that pertain to finances and prosperity and his views and my views, and you know we would always have fun and laugh. And in the midst of that, he said, I'm going to start calling you the prophetess of financial well being. And I kind of chuckled. I said, What? And he said, The prophetess of financial well being. I'm serious. Then I paused and I thought, hmm, that does kind of have a spin to it. So, what do you think? Carla Cargle, the financial truth, the prophetess of financial well being. Well, anyway, let's move on. I just want to talk to you today about, as a financial advisor, I am blessed to be able to be in the position to provide support, encouragement, advice, guidance with clients and families and individuals and businesses and communities with concerns that come up in their lives that often, of course, part of what I do the investments, I do the retirement and all of that. But a lot of what I do as well is the advising and providing guidance. So when providing guidance, I'm often put in the position where someone contacts me and they're in a scenario, they're in a situation, and they need someone to guide them through the process, help them to understand what are their next steps, what should I do. And one of those situations that has actually come up quite often here lately is an example. Someone becomes ill, and it doesn't even have to be permanently, it could be a temporary illness, and they're really not in the position at that time to manage their lives, their decision making process, their finances, their health decisions. And they are put in the situation where they aren't able to provide that family member guidance or instruction or speak on that family member's behalf because there is no power of attorney in place. That power of attorney enables us, you, me, to be able to support that family member or friend and guide them and operate in their best interests when they don't have the ability to do that for themselves. Example, you have someone who has a bank account. They're the only one listed, no one else can sign on the account but them. And then they become in a position where they're not able to manage their finances. And what happens? Well, if there's no power of attorney in place, I can't contact the bank, you can't contact the bank and say, we need to get X dollars out of the bank or access X account or make some changes or close the account or transfer the account because there's no power of attorney in place. I know what you're thinking. Well, I'll just do it online. Well, hey, but the bottom line is this. When you talk about from a legal standpoint, the most the legal way to do that is to have a power of attorney. The power of attorney enables you to truly, in a legal capacity, act on that person's behalf, access the funds, pay bills, because if they're not in a position to take care of themselves, their household, then they're going to need someone to step in, make sure the bills are still paid, the mortgage or the rent, the lights are remain on, the water keeps flowing, all of that. But if there's no power of attorney in place, how is that going to happen? So I encourage us all to make sure that we have power of attorneys in place. Now, there are various types of powers of attorney. You have the special power of attorney. You have just the power of attorney. Then you have the durable power of attorney. And basically, if you're not clear on which one, of course, you can do research, and your research will enable you to maybe define which one you want for yourself. Or if you just want to be kind of clear on everything, then do the durable power of attorney. That kind of encompasses mostly all things. Then you can also choose power of attorneys for specific areas. You can have a medical power of attorney who only handles your medical decisions. You can have a financial power of attorney who handles your financial decisions. But whatever that is, I encourage you, we must put on our big girl pants, our big boy pants, and do the mature thing. We are adults. Some of us have children. Some of us have spouses and partners. Some of us need to make sure that whatever happens in our lives, that we have everything already set up in place that enables there to be, quote unquote, as smooth a transition as possible. Because all it does is create bumps in the road and difficulties in managing if you don't have a power of attorney in place. Who do you name as power of attorney? Well, name someone that you trust, someone that you truly, truly, truly believe has your best interest in heart. It could be a child, and when I say child, I mean an adult child. It could be your spouse. It could be a friend. It could be an attorney. It could be whomever. But make sure that you name someone that you truly know will operate in your best interest. Also, upon death, whenever that is, the power of attorney stops. Yes, the power of attorney stops upon death. So what do? Have an executor or executrix. Executor is the male name, executrix is the female name. So name an executor or executrix. That person would probably be whomever you selected as the power of attorney. So when you set up your power of attorney, make sure you have that will, because you need to make sure you have that will to make sure that whatever your assets are and all your final wishes are carried out, and your executor will make sure that is done. They are responsible, they are fiduciaries, and they are accountable for making sure that your assets, your final wishes, your final instructions are followed through. I wanted to share this. Of course, there's a lot of more in-depth detail. And of course, I encourage you to get with an attorney that specializes in this. All attorneys are not specialized in estate law, as is all financial advisors do not necessarily know every aspect of estate planning. But get you a team. I don't care how much money you have, you do have a life and you do have assets, and you must get you a power of attorney. And if you don't want to hire a lawyer to do it, you can go to one of these legal websites and do it online. But please make sure you have your power of attorney, make sure you have your will, and make sure you name an executor or executrix. And that's Executrix. That's executrix. I wanted to share this with you. I want you to put your big boy pants on, put your big girl pants on. It's called life, everybody. It's called life. Are you ready? Let's make sure we're ready. I'm Carla Cargle of The Financial Truth with Carla Cargle, and wealth is